Men don't care about a woman's success. But that's the title of today's video. So not too long ago, I made a video. I ain't released it yet. Called Women Want a Man They Can Be Proud Of. In that video, I'm saying that, man, them, we for invest in ourselves. We for get educated, learn a skill, learn a trade, so that we can get a decent salary, high paying job, save that money and make investments, properties, businesses, so that we can leave things and pass things down to our children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and so on, hopefully. A part of a man being successful so that he can attract a high quality mate. Primal instincts. If you wonder why you have drive and that, you don't just have drive for the sake of having drive. You have drive, it's a primal instinct so that you can attract a high quality mate. You might not know that, but that's why you have drive as a man. That's why you have testosterone. That's why you have that drive to go out and want to be successful. That's why it's quite feminine if you have no ambition as a man. So if you're a man and you lack ambition, you need to check yourself. You know, you might be in your feminine energy, and that. A part of being a man is about having drive and ambition and wanting to go out and conquer the world and become the best version of himself. So anyway, yeah, we're driven to obviously want to attract a high quality mate and that. But you know what? Something else comes from that as well, you know. Women want a man that they can be proud of. Women don't want a man that they look down on. So for example, it's a true story as well. I know a girl who used to work in a bank, and her boyfriend, partner, whatever you want to call it, he used to be a delivery driver and that. A man spoken to this girl before, and she's verified what man had to say. And I said to her, I could imagine, like, when you're with your colleagues and that, your bank colleagues and that, or if you're with family and friends that have decent paying jobs and that, if they don't know your boyfriend, partner, whatever, when it comes up in conversation, because inevitably it will come up in conversation, what does your boyfriend do? What does your partner do? You're going to be shitting yourself. Do you know why? Because the girl who worked in a bank and that had a decent job, her boyfriend was a delivery driver and that. Gal get embarrassed over them things. If I was a gal, I would get embarrassed. Imagine me. Like, imagine if I was a mortgage broker or a financial advisor or something like that. Why would I want to be with someone that just works in Asda or is a delivery driver? That's kind of embarrassing and that. And the girl verified it when I said to her, like, yeah, I can imagine, yeah, that there will be certain times you'll be with a group of people that they will just be talking about their partners and that, and then you're like to yourself, oh, please don't ask me, and like you're dreading it. You know, like them people there, you know, like when you do them little group activities and that, and everyone's new. You know, there's that person who ain't really got much confidence and they're quite shy and that, and everyone has to introduce themselves and say, oh, what's your name, Jelani? What's one interesting thing about you that no one knows, innit? I'll just say, okay, I wrote a book and that and whatever, innit? There's some people, they're like, oh, please don't ask me, innit? Like, I don't want to ask because I don't want to have to talk and that. Some people are afraid, innit? A gal will be like, please, I don't want this question to come up because I'm embarrassed to say that my boyfriend is a delivery driver and that. It's important for man them to make something of themselves, not just because they need to leave things behind for their youths and that, their children, grandchildren and that. It's so that a girl has a man that she can be proud of. Not necessarily having to brag. Like my girl, she can brag about me. My girl, you know what I'm saying? She has a decent job and that. She don't have to think to herself like, oh, when it comes time to talk about Jay or whatever, innit? Yeah, fuck man, I'm gonna have to try and dodge this question. And no, she could say, yeah, my boyfriend, he's electrical tester, electrical engineer, but he has a couple properties and that. Bam! A girl can be proud of that. A girl can't be proud of a man who just works as delivery driver and that. That's embarrassing. And the same slightly goes for the man them as well. Us, man, at the same time, you know, women, like, this is the thing. Women, they think that their sexual market value increases with the job role that they have, their career, how much they earn. No, it don't. A woman who's a 5 out of 10 will forever be a 5 out of 10. No matter if she's a lawyer, a banker, or a doctor. You cannot change your beauty. A girl who's a 10 out of 10, she will always be a 10 out of 10. Whether she works in McDonald's or Oxfam or fucking she's a road sweeper, innit? She will always be a 10 out of 10. But there is a standard though, innit? Yeah. So just because a girl is a 10 out of 10 and that, or a 9 out of 10, There are some men that would qualify her and still take her on, but there's a lot of men that will be like, oh, nah, man. Future purposes, I can't take on this girl long term, and I need a girl that I could be proud of it. And it don't have to be some amazing job. A girl could, just maybe work in a bank, or maybe a little bit above a admin or whatever, innit? Yeah, but just have some sort of decent job. Because me personally, if I spoke to my family members and that, and you know, I told them I had a girlfriend, they would be disappointed in me if I said, oh, I'm going out with this girl who works in Asda. The way I am and the way my family perceive me and that, the amount of drive and ambition that I've got, they would expect me to be dealing with a girl that's like a lawyer. My girl, she has a good job. Polish interpreter, she's a mortgage broker and that. So that fits the criteria that they would expect the girl that I'm dating to meet. They would be shocked and embarrassed, and they'll actually be quite disappointed if I had a girlfriend, I introduced my girlfriend or spoke about my girlfriend and said, yeah, my girlfriend just works in Asda and that. They would be thinking, nah, man, you could do better, innit? So I like being able to say to people, yeah, my girl, she does Polish interpreting, she's a mortgage broker at that. It don't make her any more attractive. She is the way she is, innit? She's not going to be more attractive being a banker or less attractive working at Asda. But what I'm saying is, there's a certain criteria that needs to be met. Yeah, there's a certain standard. Yeah, man, but these girls out here, they're deluded, innit? I think, you know what it is? Yeah, they don't understand what it takes to attract a man. It's almost like they have a man's head on their shoulders, and they think, well, I as a woman find a man that's a banker or a lawyer attractive, so therefore a man will find a woman who's a banker or a lawyer attractive. No. If you're 5 out of 10, you're 5 out of 10. No one is trying to seduce and get onto and DM Oprah Winfrey. But that little gal who has no education, dropped out of college, not uni, yeah? Because obviously some people from America might be thinking I'm talking about uni. No, she dropped out of college and she's just Instagram modeling for Boohoo and that. She will get more DMs, 100 times more DMs than Oprah Winfrey or any of these successful women that don't look good. But there is a certain standard that needs to be met, though. If a man of a certain caliber is going to want to take you seriously. There are men, and I've seen pictures of girls, they're like basically 9s, 10 out of 10s or whatever. And they are with a rich, successful man, and the girl just works in admin and that. That's all right for some men. But for me, I want a girl that I can be a little bit proud of, innit? Yeah, I don't just want arm candy. I want a girl that I could say, yeah, you get me, my girl, get me, does this, does that, or whatever. Not, she just works in admin. Yeah, she's pretty and that, but she ain't always going to be around for me to get me, because obviously it's the halo effect and that, and people just are in awe of people who are pretty. That she might always be around by my side for me to just get me, people to admire her beauty and that. Man, I want a girl that I can be proud of, and I don't want just some 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 girl that works in McDonald's and that. What if I drop dead? Yeah, I might have life insurance and that, but forget the life insurance for a minute. Are they going to live the same lifestyle that I provided? What's going to happen? What, they're going to go and eat tins of corned beef and that, or have to go and move in with the girl's mum? Forget that. That's long, man. I want them to get me, if I drop dead, forget about life insurance. They will at least be able to live the same lifestyle that, you know, I built for them. You ain't going to get that if you're with some dumb girl that works in McDonald's. Or she just calls her along through life. No career or nothing like that. She's just working as a TA. So, yeah. Women are not more attractive because they've got a job as a lawyer or whatever. But there is still a standard. There is still a standard. So, yeah, men, we don't care about women's success. But there is a standard that needs to be met. Just because you're an 8 or 9 out of 10, that don't mean you can get away with working in Asda for the rest of your life. Obviously, if a girl's an 8 or 9 out of 10, this is all subject to age as well. I don't expect no girl who's 18, obviously, to have some higher paying job. If a girl's 18 or something, yeah, if she working in Asda, that's cool. Or if she's still studying at uni at the age of 21, 22, whatever, innit, then yeah, cool. But after a certain amount of time, you need to be getting your things together, innit, even as a gal. That don't mean that if a girl is a lawyer and that makes her more attractive, but there is a certain standard. I don't acquire no girl to be earning some mad money or nothing like that. I mean, I'm not a man that cares about how much a girl earns. I spoke about this in a couple of videos before already. I don't know if I released it yet. Come on, mate. Hella videos and that. I'm business about a girl's wages, and I can meet a girl. I earn about 60, 70 grand a year. I can meet a girl that earns 100. It don't matter. Do you know why? Because all they're gonna do is live a better lifestyle than me. Man don't live no mad lifestyle like that now anyway. So put it this way, man earn like 60, 70 grand a year. I live like I earn 20 grand a year. Whereas there are actually girls who earn less than me, a third of what I earn, 20 grand, 25 grand a year. They live like they earn more than me. They live outside their means. Me, don't live outside my means. There's people right now, I go to some of these tenants' houses and that. They work shit jobs. But there's an A-class Mercedes outside. I don't business about whether a girl earns more than me. It's not about how much you earn, it's about what you do with your money. Yeah, these girls earn 100 grand a year and that, but how many properties you got, blood? Their prized possession is their car. I don't respect that. I don't respect that. I know people still paying off for holidays that they went on a couple years ago and that. Come on, man. You're living outside your means, blood. You're living outside your means, man. It's embarrassing. If you can't afford to pay for a holiday, don't go. The reason why you can't afford to pay for the holiday outright in cash is because you're not worked hard enough to save up the money. But again, people them, they feel like they're entitled to holidays and that. Man knew this from day. Knew this from day, innit? But obviously, man's been able to develop the skills and that, money management and that, from when I was a youth man in school, buying and selling crisp and that. But yeah, back to the original topic. Yeah, man don't care about woman's success, but there is a certain standard that needs to be met. I don't care if you're 8 or 9 out of 10. It's not acceptable for you to just work in Asda for the rest of your life. Just make something of yourself. And I'm not expecting women to be as driven and as ambitious as a man, because that is putting them in their masculine energy. And the only way a relationship is going to work properly between a man and a woman is when the man's in his masculine energy and the woman's in her feminine energy. But yeah, that's it for today. Stay wise, don't know.